I love Apple products. In fact, I love technology as it is in some way or another, especially older technology. For myself and I tend to collect and buy a lot of technology that I tend to just admire most of the time. Although it's been actually a good almost 3 years since I did my last Apple collection video. So I feel like in today's video, I should finally do an update of what would be my Apple collection video. So let's get started. Now this is my entire Apple collection, and oh my god, when I took a picture of this, I cannot believe this is how many Apple devices, and this is just like, and I'm trying to get the perfect angle so I can make this work. Now I will say I did not charge any of these devices beforehand, but most of these do work. So I'm gonna start showing them one by the ones which I think are the best ones to start with. I'm gonna start off accordingly with the very first iPhone. Now this is an iPhone 2G from 2007, and I do actually have the original dock that came with it, so it's not like I just have like the device. Hopefully it's in focus. I probably should have checked the camera. You can see that it is in decent condition. I don't think the focus is really gonna work here as well, so this does work. I've used this. It doesn't really sync to iTunes, but that's okay. It's not really a big deal. I'm also gonna try to put these on the side one by one so I can at least get this stuff on the side so I at least know what to show and what not to show. So next up, we have a boxed up Zune Mini. Now, I don't know if this is a Zune like Nano or something. I know this is like a particular different model of Zune. It is a pink one, and it doesn't actually turn on. It works in the sense that it boots, but then it doesn't boot up. So yeah, like it technically like works, but doesn't work. Next up, we got a iPod Nano 2nd Gen from 2006. Now this one does work. I bought this a couple of years ago, and happily this is one that doesn't have the black spot on it, as you can see. And it's been a while since I last charged this. It works perfectly fine. The battery holds a charge. So that one I would say is a good one. Next up is my 3rd Gen iPod from 2003. And as you can see, it is a 15 gigabyte iPod. And I've had this since 2022, and unfortunately this one does not hold a charge and the hard drive is dying. It doesn't boot, and it's been a while since I last tried to do any sort of restore or anything. So yeah, this one is slowly dying, but it's nice to have. Next up is the 2nd Gen iPod Mini. Now I'm gonna get this out of the belt clip so I can at least show it. So this does work, and as you can see, it is booting. It's got the click wheel, and it was originally a 4 gigabyte one. As you can see, it's kind of hard for me to do this. 4 gigabytes, and it does boot. It has a 128 gigabyte SD card in it, and it does work perfectly fine. I use this sometimes, and for an iPod, it's actually really good. Next up is the 4th Gen iPod Shuffle. Now this did come in its box, and it is a 2 gigabyte model, and it was originally sealed brand new, but I opened it up, which I wish I didn't, since it doesn't work or anything. It has some music on it, which I put onto it a couple of years back, but it does not work. It's still a good iPod, but it doesn't exactly work. Now next up, I have a Zune, original Zune. So this one does work. It boots up perfectly fine. The hard drive works, the battery works, and I would even say that if anything, it's like one of the better devices I had. I actually got this for 10 bucks, and it works perfectly fine. I could actually go in and even shuffle some music right now, and you can see, oh god, Taylor Swift. I mean, there you go. It works fine. I would love to use a Zune as my personal device, but I got an iPod that I use. So, but next up is an iPod Classic 6th generation. I was just using this a bit ago, and this is my personal iPod. I use this. It is one of the best iPods I own. It's got 128 gigabytes of storage in it. It's got a bunch of videos on it, and like it's got a bigger battery, 3,000 milliamp hours in it. And I love this iPod so much. It's great, and I wouldn't change out for it. Next up, which is a more recent one, which is this 2004 4th Gen iPod, which is a monochrome iPod. This has a 20 gigabyte hard drive in it, and it has the HP logo on it because this is an HP iPod. And this does work. The hard drive needed to be replaced, It still needs to be replaced. I replaced it with another 20 gigabyte hard drive, which does work. The original drive was dying. So yeah, expect a video on this guy again. Next up, which is one of my next big treasures, which is a boxed up 7th gen iPod. Now, I'm gonna have to open this up and make sure to take out the receipt because this is quite expensive. This does come with its original iPod with the original hard drive and everything. It does work, although it is dead right now. I think it is dead. Yeah, it's dead. So it's got a 120 gigabyte iPod hard drive in it. If this will focus. It's not trying to focus, but it does have its original hard drive. It's got its original accessories, the original charger, the original manual, and all that. Definitely such an amazing find. Like, I love the fact that I was able to get this. And it's actually in decent condition too. The box is in decent condition. So yeah, the box, awesome. Speaking of another boxed up product, next up is an iPhone 5, which in itself, this isn't the original box because it doesn't have anything on it. It's an aftermarket box, but it is an iPhone 5, which is running iOS 6. And I own this, and I've actually done a video on this as well, where I actually tried to upgrade to it, but it is a really nice condition iPhone. It's got 16 gigabytes. And if anything, this is definitely one of the better boxes. I love this box. I love the iPhone 5 with its iOS 6 on it. Next up is an iPhone 4, which is a white one, and I think it's an 8 gigabyte model iPhone 4. Now, this one is one that doesn't have the regular bands on it because this is a locked one, I'm assuming to Verizon or something. And this does work. It was originally running iOS 6 at one point, but this runs iOS 7 now. I wish I didn't upgrade it, but hey, having iOS 7 is nice. Next up is the iPod Touch 3rd gen, which actually still works. This has 8 gigabytes in it, and the condition is not really that great on the back, but it does work perfectly fine. I tend to use this for a lot of music. Not a lot of music, but you know what I mean. It's one of those things which I use for music whenever I do. It works perfectly fine. And the battery still holds a charge. I bought this from Elite Obsolete Electronics. A lot of these devices I bought from Elite Obsolete Electronics. I will plan on making a video on them. Next up is the iPod Touch 1st gen, which is a 16 gigabyte model, as you can see right here. I'm gonna try to make this focus, but the mirror effect doesn't exactly help. This was originally working with its battery, but it actually expanded at one point. It does still have its battery in it, but it isn't exactly expanded. I'm not planning on turning this on or anything, so no, I'm not planning on turning this on. Next up is a iPod Touch 4th gen, which is a white one. It has 32 gigabytes on it, so you can see right there. The battery does not hold a charge anymore. It still works, but I can't get it sunk up to iTunes through another computer. It doesn't have enough power in it. It is a dead one, but I mean, that's fine, I guess. Next up is a iPod Nano 6th generation, and this is a 16 gigabyte model. It's a silver one, so it's just a regular silver one. I bought this for 40 bucks at a pawn shop. 40 bucks, I think it was 20 bucks. The nice clip and everything, as you can see. And yeah, this is one of my somewhat regular iPods, but I don't really use it that often. Next up, I've got 2 2nd gen iPod Shuffles. And both of these do not work. These are 2 gigabyte models. One's purple, one's pink. I bought this one for 12 bucks, and I think I bought this one for 5 bucks. But both of these do not work just due to their batteries, and I don't know what music is even on them, so unfortunately we will never know. Now I'm gonna switch lanes a little bit to Samsung devices real quickly because I got a few Samsung devices I would like to show. Next up is a Samsung Galaxy S5 from 2014. This is just a black one with 16 gigabytes on it. I think 32 gigabytes, but I'm not entirely sure. This does work. I bought this from Amazon for 50 bucks. It does work alongside with the other Samsung devices that I have, but next up we have a Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge in white. I love this device so much. It came out in 2015. It's got 32 gigabytes in it. I replaced its battery, so it does work with its new battery, but I did kind of mess it up on the top and everything, as you can see right here with that stuff. It has its peeling from the glass, but it does work perfectly fine, so I'm not really worried about it. Next up is the Samsung Galaxy S7 from 2016. This one I bought from eBay for like 40 bucks, and it does work perfectly fine. I was using this for a music player for a while, and it was actually in really good condition. It's still in really good condition, but I just gotta be careful with the condition and everything. Next up is a Z Flip 4 from 2022. This does work perfectly fine, although you could see that the screen isn't exactly in the best condition. I bought this for what would be 65 bucks. It does work perfectly fine. The hinge works. I've shown this in a couple different videos. And I'm hoping potentially I could give this to PlaneLARP for a video of his, and I'm probably not gonna get it back. So like, PlaneLARP, if you are watching this, hopefully you'll consider the idea. I'm gonna quickly say it's warm in the room, so I'm gonna try to get this done as quickly as possible. Oh, it's warm. I don't know why it's so warm in here. Next up are 3 iPhone 6s. And I will say that like 2 of them are 64 gigabytes, the silver and the gold, but then the space gray is a 16 gigabyte model. Show each one individually. This one I bought in 2023, and it does work. The service on it is messed up for some reason. I don't know why it doesn't connect to Wi-Fi and everything. It won't even connect up to even iTunes and everything, so that one sucks. This one works perfectly fine. It's a 64 gigabyte model. I bought this one and this one at the same time, and both of these do work perfectly fine. So yeah, I don't really care about the space gray, but I care about the silver. Next up is a 5th gen iPod video, and this one does not work. It's a 30 gigabyte model. This one does not work. It is dead. The motherboard needs to be replaced. On this, I still have its original hard drive and everything in it. And yeah, this is a junk iPod, but hopefully I can get all of that stuff replaced so I can get it out of my way. Next up is some 1st gen AirPods, which do still work, but the battery does not hold much of a charge on it, so there's not really much I can do with these. They're not really a big deal to me. Although I will say that this one is a 4th gen iPod Nano with a swollen battery in it. So you can see right here that the battery is absolutely swollen. I got this for like 20 bucks at a pawn shop. It was actually at the bottom of a duffel bag and I found it. Like, it had a bunch of gunk all over it, and it was just at the bottom of a duffel bag. So it wasn't even something that they even knew that they had. So when I took this home, it had a bunch of music on it, but then the memory just kind of died on it. So I need to probably replace the entire thing. Although it does stay in a jar, so I don't really tend to use this. Next up is a Series 3 Apple Watch. And this one does work, but it's iCloud locked. It was originally mine, but unfortunately now it's iCloud locked. I can't really use this anymore. I mean, this was like 50 bucks or something. Awful price for a like almost 10-year-old Apple Watch, 9-year-old Apple Watch. But next up, I've got a green iPhone 5C, which I think still works. I think I need to get it fixed. But this does have 8 gigabytes in it, and I bought this for I bought this and then this one at the same time, which this is a 5S. Both of these combined were like 45 bucks. This one is one that is a somewhat decent condition one. I really do like the iPhone 5S design in a way. I do prefer the iPhone 6, but I mean, it's what it is. Next up is an iPod Touch 6th gen in pink with 128 gigabytes. This does work, and I have a fair bit of music on it, but I don't use it as often because I don't use the iPod Touch as much. At least not this particular model. I don't know why. It's just for some reason, it's just I don't use it very often. Although I do use the 5th gens often, more or less. Both of these are 32 gigabytes, I believe. One of them may be 16 gigabytes. I think this one's 16 and this one's 32. Both of these do work. They got 2 different music libraries on them, both particularly mine, but one's to my MacBook and one's to my iMac. I do love both of these. The blue is fucking beautiful. I love the blue on this one. Now we're gonna be moving over to iPads until we can get to the MacBooks. Next up is a iPad mini 1st gen from 2012. This one does work, but it is iCloud locked. So this does not work. I was hoping to use this as like a Webtoon comic reader because Webtoon used to work on this version of iTunes, which is iOS 9, but I'm not really sure about that anymore. Next up is an iPad Air 1st gen from 2013. This one does work. I got this from PlugTech for like 100 bucks. 100 bucks for an iPad mini is fucking overpriced. and there's like this kind of residue under it, which is like where it's like clearly been used by a school before it moved to a different spot. I mean, like 90 bucks is like fucking expensive though for this kind of iPad, which is like, why did I buy it for that price? Next up is a first gen iPad, like the first boy, and this is a 64 gigabyte model. As you can see down there is a 64 gigabyte model, and this does work perfectly fine. It's been a while since it's been turned on though, so it's like, funny enough how the headphone jack does not work on it. Actually, it does work, but it's got some previous headphone jack on it. Like some guy must have pulled the headphones out of it and then it broke inside, so the speakers, they don't really work anymore. The Bluetooth still works on it, but sucks the fact that that had to go. Next up is my personal iPad, which is an iPad 10th gen. And this does work perfectly fine. As you can see, I use this somewhat on a regular basis. Like, I love this iPad. Like, it's a really nice iPad and everything. It's 64 gigabytes and like I have a nice case on it, so at least if I decide to get rid of it, I can sell it easier. Now here comes the fun. Here comes the fun part. I was gonna say second to last, but I still have one more thing to show after this. Next up is a 2015 MacBook Air. Now this was previously my previous MacBook before I got my M1 MacBook Air, which I'll show in the video shortly. Man, oh man, it was such a nice computer that I actually recently used this for one of the projects, which I will show in a second because it's a part of the video. But like, I do love this MacBook. I love the old design. I think it's one of the best MacBook designs, and like the fucking MagSafe is so good for a computer like this. Like, I love it. Second to last. Thank God we have carpet in here because I dropped my iPhone 6s. Second to last is my M1 MacBook Air from 2020. And I do use this a fair bit. And I do use this for regular video editing, including this video you're watching right now. I use Final Cut Pro with this. Is a 256 gigabyte model with 8 gigabytes of RAM in it. I do need another computer at some point because some of my projects, like I will say the One Crazy Cruise and the Swindle video, are big reasons why I need to switch to a different computer. And also look at that wallpaper as well. Now let's go to the very last item of this video, and then I'm gonna have to move all this stuff back. Look at all that shit right there. Oh my God, look at all of that. Lastly is this 2007 iMac from this I bought for about 75 bucks plus a $25 SSD, which I put into this MacBook, making it a 256 gigabyte iMac. Now, I've owned this iMac for a couple of months at this point. I bought it from eBay, and oh my God, it's one of my favorite devices out of my Apple collection. And it's because, oh God, I love this MacBook. I'll go into a video at some point talking about why I love this particular MacBook. I said iMac, but seriously though, I love this iMac. Like, this iMac to me is like one of those devices that I cannot look at without being in some way just in being in love. Definitely my favorite device in the collection. I do love it. And I will also say this is running El Capitan, so I put the newest OS it can support onto it. I could technically go and put OpenPatcher on it and put the newest OS on it, but I don't want to bother with all that since I'm mainly just using this as an iTunes manager. It does work pretty well for videos though. Like, I could put like a video on it and just like show it right now. And it works pretty well with the video in itself. But yeah, that's the entirety of what would be this Apple collection. And I will say, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the whole Apple collection thing because, well, I didn't actually expect to do an Apple collection today, and I've been wanting to do one for months, but in some sort of way, I needed to have a way to figure out how to do this video while showing everything, which I didn't realize I had so many devices. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Anyways, comment down below what you guys thought of the Apple collection, or probably just tell me what your Apple collections are like, guys. Hasta la pasta.